Man, it's up too.
But about the massive mainframe systems that run the power companies,
Scooby,
banks,
you are listening, right?
airlines, most of our basic services. Here's a look at
this is a precursor of what the Y2K revisited. It would be like, because I moved potato land from there.
On a spring day in San Francisco, the millennium bug is probably not foremost in people's thoughts.
Look, there's Circuit City.
Inside most basic services, from water and power to streetlights and buses,
yeah, by PG&E.
Chips and software that might depend on the date and time to operate. That is what worries cities like San Francisco.
ISDN.
Y2K probe.
Whoa.
4 years ago.
Yes, they did. I did a show with
it.
One.
We're looking at fire trucks.
Okay.
You know, it's a whole different look.
You got that, Scooby? You love it. It's a fire truck.
The water system. If there's an embedded system in a valve,
IoT,
and it fails,
yeah,
what will probably happen? If the valve is open, it will probably stay open. If it's closed, it will probably stay closed. Is that a valve? Is that something we can fix over time? Also, virtually all valves have manual.
Not as well, he said also.
But has anybody used them in the last 20 years?
No, because you got that.
Chips can show up in unlikely places. For example, the city's cable car system, over 100 years old, runs from electric generators controlled by computer. Light rail vehicles are almost completely automated, and even buses and fire trucks have embedded microprocessors.
We are finding that with heavy equipment, there are other issues with maintenance cycles.
And the metal ones?
And there are pre-built maintenance cycles.
Look at this Excel screen. Wait a minute, do you have an email address there?
And the ladders that go up, and the engine. And some of those systems on some fire trucks, if they're not serviced, don't work.
The Wells Fargo Bank approached Y2K in a different way, by
right on the corner down there.
Banking system and then advancing the dates. So a fictitious customer can make a deposit or transfer funds on December 30th, 1999, and a fictitious teller could see those funds appear on January 3rd.
We created an interbank of our own. Actually, if it was, you could pick up the government and probably
wait a minute. I worked for $1 million bank in that city.
Customer accounts. Real accounts. These are test accounts that we have out there.
Test accounts.
And we go. 4 days
Scooby, going for the test accounts. They don't take them out.
Sorting checks.
They're lazy and people forget.
Bank within a bank, everything from PC banking to receipt printers to ATM.
I eat receipts. Don't worry.
It happens at midnight, December 31st. So far,
I don't know.
We're in contact with them. They're working pretty good. We have until June of this year to complete everything. We're getting into place now, being set up. And as an industry as a whole,
so again, which I kind of brought up in the salary today. So we go backwards in time, and there ain't no paper that you can sign, and somebody screws the date over.
For an airplane ticket? Airports face the known problem of finding and fixing
it was in War Games too, that one right there.
An additional complication.
ATC.
They will be counting on every other airport to do the same.
Game.
It's a real problem because we're not the only airport in the country. A lot of airport manufactured products are duplicated at other facilities, not necessarily airports, but other manufacturing facilities, other transportation hubs, and that sort of thing. It's almost unbelievable the amount of inventory that we are going through.
So this is about Y2K. Clearly that's before they decided to run planes into buildings as a joke.
Think of if you went through an exercise like an inventory.
The task is daunting. To find every chip and program that might have a date
they could have blamed the collision on Y2K. They're not that smart.
But some areas get immediate attention.
We have to look at everything imaginable. I think, but you have to
like running planes into buildings? Somebody looked at that and then did it.
The priority is the safety, security aspect.
No,
so
because
we have to
you can put the oxygen mask on an airplane, but you can't turn the phone from listening to it off.
Lurking everywhere, even in services that appear to be low tech. San Francisco's water supply comes by aqueduct.
Look, I used to live right over there.
Using gravity as its main engine.
Gravity?
But pumps, chemical systems, and valves are operated by programmable logic controllers.
Somebody puts LSD in there, and
all of the chips have been inventoried.
everybody turns the
What if one
no.
malfunctions?
Actually, there's very little high tech. When this system was designed, it was a brilliant engineering feat in the early part of the century.
Okay.
And most of that.
And PG&E still charges $8 billion for it.
Like you mentioned, valves, the devices that move the valves, the monitoring equipment.
It's every split line, you know.
Closed, and these types of valves don't close automatically if there's an electronic failure or power failure. So most of the comfortable with the water will continue to flow by gravity.
Hey, what about that dam right above? I don't know. There was a cartoon about that one.
I really do. I think that people are going to be surprised that
Nothing happened.
December 31st at midnight
I was surprised.
comes around.
I bet my potato land on
not
it.
going to come to an end. Airplanes are going to continue to fly.
Now, that's fine. That was 20 years ago. We got another date problem coming up.
And
And which they are ignoring with how many bits. And there's one in the middle I can't tell you about.
Trade.
Otherwise, people will make
For the
sure it
Computer
happens.
Chronicles, I'm
Okay,
Sarah
all
O'Brien.
right, thank you. Thank you. Oh, clock song right there.